Hey golf fans, it's that time of year again. Herman Williams here, bringing you my annual sneak peek at the 2013 Masters practice rounds. So sit back and enjoy. I'm going to be here all day filming. We're right here at the front gate walking in right now. Obviously here at the range. First thing in the morning, it's about 7:15. They open the gates at 7. That's Webb Simpson right there walking from the practice tee. I guess he's going to head over to the golf course. Rickie Fowler right here. Mark O'Meara. Just been on the range for a couple of minutes right now, watching a few of these early guys warm up. This is O'Meara hitting some wedges. I want you to look at this. This is about 75 yards. That's the worst shot he's hit. That's like 6 or 8 feet. He's only hit, 4 shots this morning. So guess where we are? First tee. And last year's champ, Bubba Watson, right there, ready to go. I didn't see him warm up at the range. I think he just snuck in here real quick, got up to the first tee. He's going to play with Rickie. I don't know whether he's really warmed up or not, but I think he's just going to hop out there and crank that pink driver first thing, get the show on the road. I'm going to slow-mo all the videos of the swings, so the audio will kick out when we go to slow motion, but I think it gives you some cool detail on the swings. Yes, that's a nice, of course it's a big hit. Started at the bunker on the right and then just faded a little bit out into the middle of the fairway. It's like right at 8 a.m. right now. It's maybe 60 degrees. Started out in the 50s first thing, so it's maybe sun's out. It's going to be a great day. This is Rickie, obviously pound for pound, definitely one of the longer hitters out there. And a good ball for him too, just kind of up the right center. So there you go, the 2013 Masters practice rounds have begun. Those are the first 2 guys on the golf course. Here we are, we're over at the 10th tee. This is Hunter Mahan. We're kind of bouncing around real quick. There's not really a lot of guys here early this morning. There's nobody at the range, so I just came over to the golf course. Looks like Hunter's going to go off a number 10, maybe just as a single. I don't see anybody else up here ready to go. So yeah, he's going to tee off here with a fairway wood. 10 is a really hard dog leg to the left. You've got to start this golf ball. You can see the tree limbs sticking out right over there on the left. Of course, everybody remembers when Rory McIlroy found the trees there, but you start it way down that left side and keep it hooking and get it down the hill. Don't know if he hooked that enough, but it's still a good shot. All right, we're back over at the first tee, and we've got Angel Cabrera here, former champion. See who he's going to play with this morning. None of this stuff is scripted. They don't have actual tee times. The guys at the first tee really don't even know who's going to come or when they're going to tee off. It's just kind of spur of the moment. Looks like we're going to have Jose Maria Olazabal with him. So let's watch Cabrera hit this tee shot. Obviously aiming left, playing for a cut. Okay, that's smashed. That's actually over the bunker. And it's not that warm this morning. That's probably 320 to carry that. And it looks like there's no room to do it from the tee. Yeah, Ollie joked about needing to use the ladies' tees to catch up with that. He's former Masters champion also. Still making solid swings at it. He's fought some foot injuries in the past, but it looks like he's swinging pretty well right here. And this is a mouthful. This is Gonzalo Fernandez-Costano. From Spain also. Big international contingent at Augusta every year. See what he does here. Oh, that's a beautiful flight. Starting down the left side. Cut it a little more than he wanted to maybe, but it's still okay. All right, Alright, so we've got a few groups on the golf course. That guy doesn't need an introduction. We've got Tom Watson right here. Tom is 63 years young, still hits it probably as good as he ever did.
Those Pennsylvania ice-covered parking lots
They get you? Yeah.
Obviously a polite guy, hamming up with the crowd there. This is Russell Henley going to play with Tom. Russell's actually a Macon, Georgia native. I guess he went to the University of Georgia, graduated there. Won his first PGA Tour appearance, or as a PGA Tour member at the Sony Open. This is his first Masters. Hammered that out there pretty nicely. This is Nathan Smith, amateur. This is actually, he's a 4-time mid-amateur champion, and of course that qualifies you for the Masters, so he's playing in his 4th Masters, but he certainly dominates amateur golf in his age group. Nice ball, right straight down the center. Not quite as long as some of these super long young bucks that hang out on the tour, but still plenty good shot out there. And now Tom's going to hit his tee shot. Yeah, notice the length of his backswing. He hadn't shortened up over the years at all. Still gets a nice full, a little bit beyond parallel at the top. You can see that leave. That's just a laser, dead straight, right in the middle of the fairway. Probably right there beside Nathan Smith. Not quite as long as Russell Henley. He kind of pumped it up the hill there a little bit further. Okay, our next group here, this looks like we've got Kevin Streelman. And that's Scott Piercy's caddy there. That's Scott in the green shirt with the plaid pants. Scott's, it's his first Masters. He's a RBC Canadian Open champion. Okay, in the red we've got Martin Kaymer from Germany. Big guy, long hitter. So we know we've got those three. Waiting for the fairway to clear right here. Okay, Bernard Longer, the 4th player, so that's a pretty strong group. Bernard's a Masters champ and tearing it up out on the senior tour here for a few years. Looks like Bernard's going to lead the group. Testament to his fitness. I think he's 56 or close to that age. Looks like he's 35. Still swinging really well, kind of left center there.
Nice.
Trying to get it up on the flat part of the hill. You know, it's probably, this hole is 445, so the tee shots average anywhere from hitting kind of into the face of the hill, which would leave 180, 190 into the hole, and then the guys that can get it up on the flat, you know, they'll be 160. And of course you got Angel Cabrera probably up there where he could throw it to the green after flying the bunker. This is Martin Kaymer. Sort of a low bullet to the left there. Might have, you know, bet as far as he hits it, I bet he kind of caught that in the neck a little bit. It's still up the hill, but I bet he's got bigger potential than that. Plenty safe, but I bet he has to worry about knocking it through the fairway over there if he starts it down the left side too much. This is Kevin Streelman. Been a regular here for a few years in a row now. The athleticism in that setup. Look how straight his spine is, knee flex. Gets it right to parallel at the top. You can see how all these guys, they aim a little left. Most of these right-handed guys are aiming down the left side. If you look where their feet point, it's kind of right down the left tree line. Oops, double crossed him. So they're usually aiming left, trying to hit a little bit of a cut back to the center, and every now and then you pay the penalty for not quite getting it right. All right, and this is Scott Piercy. Like I said, this is his first Masters. I think this year he shot, I think they said, I was looking in the guidebook they give you, I think he shot 61 at the Phoenix Open here in 2013. So obviously he's got some game. A little bit shorter backswing, couple of these other guys. That'll fool you though. That's actually the best drive in the group. That's the longest one up the hill. I'm sure Kaymer would get up there, but he didn't quite catch it solid. Okay, we're kind of moving quick here. This is John Senden from Australia. Good ball there, Johnson. Yeah, you notice how many tall guys we've got out here on the tour now? Speaking of which, Nicolas Colsaerts here from Belgium. So these are two tall, athletic European guys here. They can move it. Notice setting up on the right side of the tee box, aiming a little bit left with the body, kind of playing that little bit of a cut. And just boomed it. Big high ball. Yeah, flaring a little right though. It's kind of cutting a lot. Yeah, that's over by the people. Okay, we've got some amateurs on the tee now. In the short sleeves, that's TJ Vogel. He played for the University of Florida. He's a U.S. Public Links champion. And then in the sweater is Stephen Fox, 2012 U.S. Amateur champ. Plays for the University of Tennessee. So it looks like Vogel's going to go first here. Talk about fitness. Look at these guys. Not an ounce of fat on them. I think these guys are both 22. Yeah, lows. Kind of bullet up the hill right there. Nice and straight. Pretty safe.
Good ball. A little left. It's alright. We'll be alright. Always another.
Like somebody said, I bet he doesn't want to redo it. Get up there in front of the crowds for the first time at this event. You just want to put a decent one down there and have a good time. Look at the Freedom and Stevens finish there. These guys don't even look like they have backbones. They can turn so far. Nice high ball up the middle, so they're off and running. Okay, let's see what we've got in this group. It's easy to figure these things out looking at the caddies. So this is Thomas Bjorn from Denmark. He's kind of been a resurgence in his career here over the last few years. Been working hard on his game, trying to get things back together. Little right foot slip there, you see, but he still got this ball up the hill. He kind of kicked his foot there, not so happy with that maybe. This is David Lynn from England. Oops, I think he's got that cutting too much. And then also from Denmark, this is Torbjorn Olsen. So he's setting up well down the left side. Can't tell through the viewfinder, but I think that looked like a flare as well. I think really all three of these guys, none of them hit it quite like they wanted to. You can see he's leaning a little bit. Yeah, I think somebody in the crowd joked those three guys would probably like a redo on that one. A little bit of a mulligan, but anyway. Got a long week, a lot of golf to play. Here we've got from Japan, this is Hiroyuki Fujita. 4-time winner on the Japanese tour, Japan tour. 43 years old. Stocky, muscular build. Got a long pause at the top. You'll see it kind of sets there. Even in slow motion, you can tell how that pause sort of just sits there. Good looking ball flight though. And Fujita at age 43, we jump from there to Ryo Ishikawa, one of the younger players. He's only 21. And believe it or not, playing in his 5th Masters. He's had 12 wins internationally. I was kind of looking in the guidebook to kind of see what his career had looked like so far. I know I've filmed him in a few of these events. He's actually hitting a 3-wood. He appears to have grown a little bit. I think he was just 5'7", 130 something pounds a couple of years ago, but he's still not huge. He's 5'9", I think they say 150. And he tees off number 1 with a 3-wood just so he doesn't knock it through the fairway or hit it in the bunkers. And that's right up, just kind of in front of the bunker on the right side. All right, now we've got, this guy is probably recognizable to everybody, David Toms. Yeah, they've got tee markers out. They've got the markers up at the front of the tee. Not many of the guys are using it, but you know, some of them joke they'd love to go ahead and tee off a little bit more up front and make this hole a little bit easier looking. It'll be long enough later on in the week. And David's playing, that's Lucas Glover here, the 2009 U.S. Open champion. I know that exemption. I think that gives you at least a 5-year exemption to the Masters, so he's probably playing on his U.S. Open exemption. Lucas got really long arms. You can see that sort of down cocking move in his downswing. Obviously a lot of leverage in a swing like that. He can motor it out there. All right, we're going to move from here. We're going to go over to do some walking around here for a minute. I've been on the tee here for an hour or so. This is the 18th green. This is actually Marco Mira, and it looks like Hunter Mahan caught up with him this morning. Two of them are just talking strategy, hitting some putts. You know, they've actually, you know, those guys were playing as singles, and they spent over 2.5 hours on the back nine. So that tells you how much they're studying, hitting putts. They actually got tees in the green. If you look closely out there, they've put tees where the hole locations are going to be, and they'll putt to those. This is Justin Rose. We've moved back over to the first tee. A rare face view shot. It's kind of hard to get those with the crowds. We're now moving over. This is the putting green. Watching Vijay do a little putting here. Got a couple of marquee players up here. Steve Stricker, got Matt Kuchar over there in the background. Steve's going to be hitting a few putts here. I think what we'll do after we do the putting green stuff here, we'll march out on the golf course a little bit and get some more video. Going to try to head down to number 3. We can usually get good camera angles there. Not sure who will play together in these groups, but we'll get out on the course and find some of these guys. All right, as promised, here we are, number 3 tee. And that's Charl Schwartzel and Louis Oosthuizen walking up. So we've actually got your 2011 champion and your 2012 runner-up. So we'll watch Charl here tee off. I remember I butchered his name a couple years ago, didn't even know who he was, and he ends up winning the tournament. I don't think there's a better swing out here. Smooth as it can be. That ball's laser dead straight. There's just no wasted movement in anything he's doing.
Nice ball.
Now we've got Louis, another really good swinger. I mean, these two guys are just technicians in the way they swing. See how steady their bodies are, just no up and down movement, just really simple swings. They're both hitting driver on this hole. It's 350. There's not a ton of room up there, but they can fit it into play up there.
Right again.
All right, so behind them, coming up here on number 3, we've got Rory McIlroy. I think behind him we've got Lee Westwood. They've paired up together here. So it's turning into a really nice afternoon now. The temperature's in the 70s. Rory here with a fairway wood. You know, as we mentioned, this hole's not all that long. He's going to sort of start a little stingerish looking shot there, kind of down the right. Hitting it pretty straight, maybe a light little draw on it. Now Lee's going to go with driver. Slightly over on the left side of the tee box. I guess he'll Maybe try to fit a straight ball or maybe a little bit of a draw in there. I don't know. That's kind of starting a little bit down the left side.
Very nice.
Yeah, good play. I guess Rory's going to reload here and try a driver as well, figure out which one he'd rather play. So we get 2 chances to watch this smooth swing. Watch kind of that downward squat and that big separation he gets between his hips and shoulders. That's where he gets so much power. Yeah, these guys look a lot bigger on television, but when you see them in person, they're all really lean. They really don't look as big. Rory's, just a pretty standard sized guy, but he really can move the golf ball. All right, we've moved up now from number 3. We've gone up to 18. It's just gets so crowded out here. I'm having a hard time finding anywhere I can get good vantage points to do any film. So I'm on the back of 18 tee box right here, and obviously we've got Vijay and Stricker. They've paired up together. Vijay going to tee off first here. Well, that's a huge hit. That's a laser, high and long.
Oh, awesome.
That's as good a ball as I've seen hit off the tee, probably on any hole today. It just looks like a sidewalk looking down that. I mean, you can just get a feel. You can see the bunkers way down in the background. They're within reach, but they're a long way down there. But it just looks so narrow. That chute is probably 250 yards, and it doesn't look 10 feet wide to get down through that chute to the fairway. All right, we'll watch Stricker here. A little bit shorter backswing than other guys, not quite as much wrist hinge. But he kind of leaned on that one. He kind of put a little extra oomph into the bottom of that swing, I'm guessing, because that's right up there with Vijay. Everybody's laughing about it. All right, I thought I'd try something different for you this year. I haven't done this before. This is number 16. You see it kind of scanning the crowds there all along the side of that hole. That's 16 green. This is Bo Van Pelt's group kind of rolling some putts. But what I wanted to bring you was shots of the guys skipping the ball. Every group that comes through will skip shots across the pond. This is the amateurs, Vogel and Fox, and the crowd was going to count down for them when to swing, and they kind of blew the count on the first one. So I'll let you listen in on this one. They're going to try it again because the first one flew over the green.
Oh, that's good. 2, 3.
There you go. Skipped it up, almost got it on the front of the green, 3 feet short. That's pretty cool. You hear the crowds roaring all day long out there. You hear the roar in the background right there. That was from 16. This is Rory hitting a fairway approach shot on number 7. And of course, this is Lee Westwood, same hole. Just playing their way into 7 as they kind of complete their front side practice rounds. All right, we're going to move from here, folks, back up to the top of the hill. There's rumored that Tiger's been on the range, and yep, we've got him right here. Naturally, I'm in the wrong place. I was ready for him at number 1 tee, and he's going to bypass us here and run to 10. I think he faked everybody out and told him he was going to 1 and chose not to, but we've been waiting for this all day. It's actually 3:30 in the afternoon. Nobody thought he would play this late. That's Dustin Johnson teeing off of number 10 first. And now we've got Tiger, what everybody's been waiting for. The crowds have tripled out here in the last hour trying to get a shot of this. Nice solid little swing, fairway wood. So with Tiger, we've got Dustin Johnson, and then that's Tianlang Guan that's with them, amateur player from China. And I don't know what you were doing when you were 14 years old, but Tianlang is playing in the Masters at the age of 14. I won the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship, and he's the youngest ever to play in the 77 years of the Masters. Dustin hitting the shots into 10, and then here's Tianlang Guan, again 14 and a half years old. Actually outdrove these guys, but he hit driver. They were hitting fairway woods off the tee. Look how smooth that swing is. That's a practice swing there. Looks identical to his regular swing. I think he was 18 under par at the Junior World Golf Championships. So as he fills out and gets a little older and bigger, I'd say everybody better look out. Watch how perfect this swing looks. Obviously at just 14 years old, as he fills out and gets a little stronger, you know, he'll have the length to compete with these guys. He's apparently got the game. He can certainly shoot the scores. Oh, it'll be young and limber again. Yeah, that's one of the best approach shots of the day. Yeah, closer than those two guys hit it. So, I mean, I think his secret is he knows how to score. Here we've got Tiger on number 11. Again, the crowds are tremendous out here, just running around the golf course trying to follow this group. They're bigger than any crowds all day, so I'm just kind of having to find where I can get camera angles. That's iron shot approach to number 11 for Tiger. I've moved up. You know, I've got to get 4 holes in advance of those guys to find a spot. So we're now on 15T. I'm standing right behind the back of the tee box under the TV tower. This is, I think we've got DA points here. Nice swing. Zip that right down the middle. You know, 15's a par 5, kind of semi-blindish tee shot. Can't see what you're hitting to, but he made a joke. There's the tree he was aiming at. Okay, so this is actually Jason Day in the yellow. That's Nick Watney. Long free swing. Jason's kind of known as a pretty long hitter as well. I mean, I guess all these guys are. What am I saying? You know, everybody's getting younger, more athletic, bigger, taller, faster. Okay, kind of the moment we've all been waiting for. I've finally got a good location. I've got a clear angle, good camera angle for this. We've got Tiger and his group coming to the 15th tee. You can see how dark it's getting. It's getting kind of later in the day. I mean, you know, there's still plenty of daylight, but it's late for this time of day to be playing golf. So we've got down the line view, Tiger Woods, 15th hole, par 5. I'll just shut up and let you watch this one. Blistered. That's over the hill. You see a little twirl there. He likes that. Grab the tee, we're out of here. Now Tianlang Guan. And I think I read where, you know, obviously at his age, just 14 and a half, I mean, great player, but I think he drives the ball around 250 or 60, so he's probably given up 50 yards to most of these guys. There you can see a little bit flattish sort of backswing, but keeps it on the same plane coming through. And it's a beautiful ball flight. It's right down the center, very straight, and it looks extremely long, but you know, he's playing with 2 guys that just hit it 4 miles. You imagine being 14 playing with Dustin Johnson and Tiger Woods. All right, this should be probably one of the longer ones of the day here. I remember a couple of years ago, every shot I watched Dustin hit looked like it went about 320 in the air. Zoom up here a little bit. Yep, as predicted, kind of started down the right, little draw. Yeah, that's past Tiger. All right, well, it's getting close to the end of our day. I thought I'd leave you with sort of this interesting little parting shot. That's 11 fairway mowers to mow the fairways. So that's it for the 2013 Masters practice rounds. Hope you enjoyed it. Look for links down below. I'll try to give you some links to some of the individual pro swings.